ShinRobjira.
Kafka Hibino. Hopefully I said that right. From Kaiju number 8. My main dude Coffee over here is going to be standing over 6 inches tall, nearly 7 inches tall. Definitely a lot bigger than I was expecting. Shokugan, movie, King, HG, finger puppets, and we got some random stuff to compare and contrast in the whole 9 yards. Gonna be honest, this guy's looking a lot better than I initially thought he would. He's actually quite accurate, so paint and detail. Hang on there, ShinRobjira of the previously recorded past. We still gotta talk about this here tag. No image of Kafka Hibino will be present on the front of the tag, but we will get the series logo, Kaiju number 8, with these little flashes of that turquoisey blue all over the front. On the back of the tag, we'll get Bandai Namco, Kaiju number 8, movie monster series. No cutout to the shape of any spikes or anything on the side over here, and that's just fine. And then on the inside of the tag, we get what we normally get, and this time we get this Shop Pro sticker in here. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. If you do, comment below, tell me stuff. Now let's just shove this tag into this quality protection grid and hope and pray that the anime adaptation of this lovely series is good. Is it any good? Any of you have seen the first episode? Please let me know. So basically, not too much of what we're seeing here paint-wise is really going to differ on the figure at large. And it's all only going to be on the front and not the back, which is perfectly fine. We're used to this by now, I do assume. So taking a look at this toothy kaiju grinning guy over here, I love it. Except for that. I hate that. Why does this keep happening to me? FedEx. Why? But basically, the detailing is rather lovely. The paint is a bit messier in some areas. Just that abrasion. It's a little messy over here around the teeth and such. But for the most part, the paint does highlight all of these lovely details. And just look at that profile. Oh my god, I love it. And he's got those beady little blue eyes at the center of his void-like face. I love it. Bandai be cooking pretty crazily. I mean, just look at that glare. These little bone thingies over here is going to be the only other place where we're going to see this color of paint at large, and it's done up pretty nicely. The rest of the body will be this very muted, almost grayish blue with these light neon-esque kind of blues. Paint's a tad messy over here, but since it's in such a tight place, I can forgive it, absolutely. And I really do love the differentiation between detailing. We've got his harder exterior layer while his abs actually look like bare muscles without any skin on them. Love it. And we're also going to get that same detailing on his biceps and on his forearms over here, as the rest of his skin is that wavier texture, while this is all muscle. And looking at the underside of the arms, my god, this dude is cut. Look, everybody, it's Kaiju number 5. Get it? Because it's his hand. We will get this light blue paint that will stretch from his wrist to his knuckles over here on every single finger. The blue will then trace down in between the bumps and grooves of his skin and his musculatures, only on the front and side. None of that blue will be present on the opposite side of the arm. Same thing for the other arm, in every which way. And that's okay. Bars. The only other paint we're going to get is going to be on top of his feet, running into his toes, just like his hands. This blue will stretch out and onto the knuckles of his toes, mostly, and I think that looks just fine. Very cool, too. I actually like that you can see where the toe becomes toenail. Very nice attention to detail. And speaking of details, as you've seen already, this guy is positively packing. He is loaded with details. In between the very armor-plated looking skin that he has, you're going to see this very muscly tendon-like detail over here, right behind his tighty-whitey skivvies. And you're going to get that amount of detail practically all over the body. Sometimes you gotta look real hard to spot it, other times you don't. And my god, just look at the detailing on that big fucking neck he has. Sick. And now for the back of the figure. More fantastic looking detail, no paint as stated before, and I'm perfectly fine with that, to be completely honest. Or maybe it's just because I've grown used to the movie monster series and their paint schemes. But the detail on the side of his head and neck, the back of it as well, that segmented looking armor-plated look, moving into these dorsal fins that look like they're jutting out directly from his spinal region. In fact, that might just be his spinal region. I don't know. That's looking pretty
spinal.
His back is broken.
Back is broken.
Yes, I would have loved more blue back here, especially on the backs of the arms, but when we're gifted such loving detail, such crazy amounts of it, I think I can overlook it. And to be completely honest, I mean, everything you really need is right here on the front of the figure. So I'll give detail a solid star, even though it deserves like 5 solid stars for how good it looks. And the paint, despite being a little spotty on one arm and him having an abrasion on his friggin' head, I'm going to give it a solid star. It'd be nice. It's the first Kaiju number 8 figure we've gotten in the movie monster series. And besides all of that, I think this is entirely serviceable. So yeah, 2 solid stars, and now we're gonna cut to some stuff. This figure is actually very, very close to what he looks like in the anime and in some of the color pages in the manga. I'm sure eventually we'll get a powered up paint variant of this guy because, of course, he's going to have a powered up version of himself. And you know, it's actually quite crazy because I've been a fan of this manga for a little bit now, and to see the anime being treated as like, you know, the next big thing, like look at all this stuff. SH Figuarts, Sega premium prize figures and plush toys. Hell, even Nendroid is getting in on the action. It's honestly really cool, and I hope the movie monster series and other figure lines actually go about attacking the kaiju for figure-related releases, because this manga, this anime, I believe it's airing now, is actually chock full of just some really premium kaiju designs. Some maybe a little on the nose in some areas. But yeah, this is really shaping up to be pretty cool. I just hate the friggin' opening and... Jesus. Deviloof and Deering Gray are right there. Like, there you go. A hot take about music in this day and age, and some figures that I can hopefully attain in some time because I love this series a lot. I really do. Says the guy who's not seen a single episode of the anime yet, and apparently there's only a single episode out as of the recording of this video. How about articulation, right? There will be nothing at the head, full swivular at the arm. I meant to say arms because it is indeed plural. Nothing at the waist, even though there's a seam. This vinyl is very light, very squishy. I mean, look what the leg can do. Boom. Yeah. You see what I mean? And nothing at the legs, or the knees, or the feet. This is about what I was expecting from this. I mean, save for the figure being in every single Ultraman vinyl pose that Bandai's given Ultraman as of late. Yeah, I was just expecting the arms and maybe the waist, so I will give articulation, yeah, I'll give it a solid star. I mean, I definitely could have been a little bit more impressed, but given the lines passed with this particular shape of figure, yeah, if you're expecting more, you might have been expecting a little too much in that regard. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh my god, I got him to stand without the friggin' stand. It's so hot today in New Jersey that this guy came out of the box and his legs were all warped. Looked like he was trying to do a pretzel dance. So I'm happy about that. Oh wow, I was totally expecting this thing to fall. Then I just would have cut to my face and I would have been upset. Grr, upset! I've been ShinRobjira. Do so hope you enjoyed this very short review. And when next we meet, it won't be a short review, because I'm going to be talking about the SH Figuarts 2B on Wednesday, and then on Friday we're going to be talking about the Jakks Pacific 6-inch King Ghidorah figure. That's right, 3 videos this week, and only one of them is Godzilla. My god, I hope my channel doesn't implode upon itself. Until next time, see you all then and there. Peace. Bye.